So where do we go, Nandan, today?
We took them to the Japanese temple. Now let's try the Chinese temple. today.
Okay, we'll go to the Chinese temple.
Yeah.
Chalo, bye.
Bye.
So we are now inside the temple and we have to take the stairs to reach the temple. This is Fook, Look and Sao. It is Trinity Star's deity who represent prosperity, authority and longevity. The deity named Sao symbolizes longevity and is represented carrying a peach. Look is the deity which stand in the center, symbolizes power and authority, and Fook is a deity of wealth and prosperity. So that is Fook, Luke and Sao.
Hello.
This is the door of the temple.
Hi. We were supposed to meet up today. Yeah.
She's very powerful when you want to manifest anything. Any wish that you ask, if it's for your good, she will give it to you. And this temple is known for manifesting wishes. The goddesses and heaven. And in return, the heaven will bless them with the harvest. And that used to happen in China. And that ritual and that particular thing became very, very sacred and famous in China. And even today, that particular ritual is followed very, very strongly in China and Southeast Asia. And it's basically the Chinese who have a major thing of worshipping the ancestors. Other religions don't worship ancestors as much as Chinese people. Chinese people, ancestor wants to the kind of things that they do, we can't even do it. It's like that. So here we have, we have this paper. So you see this paper. This is the old paper, another paper. This is the paper. This paper and this paper is basically the paper of this is money. It's a
This is the temple of goddess Kuan Yin. She is the goddess of compassion and peace.
But then I consider it to be very auspicious because you get to speak about God from your mouth again and again. They're spreading the vibration,
This is the goddess of mercy, Kuan Yin.
I said I'm more than happy to face the media and journalists and give my interview because it's somewhere they are actually trying to spread themselves through me and it's a big blessing.
We were on the ground floor of the temple. Now we have come to the topmost floor of the temple. This is an image of Confucius. And now we go to the main temple. What are these?
So these are the fortune tellers.
Okay.
So it's like, you know, in Chinese, yeah, so he's touching the right thing. Actually, in Chinese, I told you the Jijabol. You see all the lily, all the people who sit in the temple, they have this one and the Jijabol. They sit together with that pair.
Okay.
So they do the readings.
Okay.
So if you go to China and sit up, it's like, you know, this is basically known as fortune sticks.
Fortune
Now,
sticks.
Every stick has got a number. Here, so this is number 53. So all sticks have numbers. Now, you're going to, whatever question you want, you're going to ask. See, so many sticks come out, you have to put it back. Only one stick has to fall. You can't have so many sticks falling from your list. So then you have to put it back. I also have that in my house, but in English. Because Chinese I can't understand. It's number 5. You know, because this is in English, we can't do the reading. On Chinese New Year, some aged people come now, they can help us. So in Chinese New Year, we go mad. So number 5, then you go to number 5, they do the reading, they remove that slip, and whatever the fortune is written in that, they tell you. But so I have that in English at my house. So whenever I have all that in English at my house, because I can't understand Chinese. You get it online? No. He's known, this temple is known by his name, Kwong Kun.
Kwang Kun. Okay.
Right.
It's Kwong Kun. So he's Kwong Kun and he's basically a warrior god. Okay, so he's also known as a protector of Dhamma, protector of Buddha teachings.
Okay.
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 He looks very like this, but he's a very, they say he's very bhola. All the 3 brothers, they were actually killed in the warrior thing where as they were protecting, the 3 brothers were killed actually.
Oh.
So he's a very, very powerful deity, and this whole temple is known by that name.
Kwang Kun.
Kwong. Down you see, down is Phuk. Down you saw a Phuk look shoe. So this is Phuk.
Okay.
Yeah, down you see number 2. That is Phuk. You see the statue?
Yeah.
He's Jigong. Now in Chinese, they were known as 8 immortals.
Okay.
Out of which Kuan Yin is one of the immortals, because she's a Taoist goddess. And they were the ones who had traveled to the journey to the east.
Okay.
Okay. So he was one of the immortal in that, and he was known as a mad monk because he used to drink. He used to look like a beggar and he used to drink a lot. So people used to call him as a mad monk. But he was not mad. He had intense powers. You know, he could do things which normal, like even gods do it. You know. So there were a lot of miracles that he did, and from that time, and then he was the one who had traveled to the journey to the east with all the 8 immortals, and that is why he's known as one of the very powerful. And they say any wish that you ask. And he loves wine, so if you offer him wine. So like I had a miracle when he came first time in this temple. I think in 2018 he came in this temple. And when I entered the temple, suddenly I see him and I'm like, and he starts talking to me. So I said, who is this deity who is talking to me like a human being? And I didn't know him. So the owner came and I asked him, I said, who is this beautiful deity? I said, he's talking to me, and I said, he's laughing at me. So he said, I don't know the name. These Chinese people, how they don't know. So I don't know the name, but he's one of the 8 immortals. Then I did the research. So I came to his name is Jigong. So I told the owner, I said, he's Jigong. He's like, oh yes, you are right. So one of the guy told me, if you put any wish to him, and if he gets complete, he might appear in your life in a human form. I said, Achha. So I said, itna to baat karta hai. I said, chalo take wish bhi maangi. So I actually prayed to him, a very pure heart, I said a wish to him. And I said, if you fulfill my wish, I'll offer you a wine bottle. So in 3 days, my wish got fulfilled. After the day my wish got fulfilled, I was going to Lokhandwala. At the signal, he was standing exactly in the form that you're seeing him in the statue. Except that he did not have a wine bottle in his hand, but he had food in his hand. From nowhere, and that crowd, he calls me, come here. I said, yeah. So he said, and like, you know, we first started instead of ignoring a beggar, so I ignored him. The moment I crossed, and I had set an intention to myself, people say that you appeared in human form. So I said, I'm very new to you. So So if you appear in a human form, let me know that you have come, because it will be very difficult for me to recognize you. So that day he called me and I ignored. So I crossed the road and he said, you told me that when I come, I bring it into your notice. I came, you didn't even recognize me. I left everything and I ran to the signal to see if he's standing and he's waiting for me. So he said, I want food. So I said, but you already have food in your hand. He said, but it's not enough for my wife. Because they told me, he never asked for money, he'll ask for milk, food. And he said, I want food and I want one shirt. So then I took him to the cotton roll, I got him a shirt, I got him the food. And then the next day I offered him the one more. And that I have a very good connection with him. And then after this strong connection, I wanted him in my house. If you see, I have a Chinese monastery in my own house. I converted one room into a Chinese monastery. So I have all the gods. Except him, I had everyone in 2018. So I told him, I said, now you also have to come. All gods are there, and we have such a strong connection. But in India, though, you wouldn't find his statue. I searched, I couldn't find anywhere. So I kept telling him, I said, why you are not coming to my house? All other gods have come, only you are not coming. I said, if you come, I offer you 10 bottles of wine. Because I knew if I offer him wine, my wish will be fulfilled. So I offer him 10 bottles of wine, you come. Then suddenly in 2018, I went to Singapore. I went to Singapore because in Singapore, every single year, it's been now the 12th year, every year in December, Singapore has got this retreat of Om Mani Padme Hum, which is a 5-day retreat. In this 5 days, you chant the mantra Om Mani Padme Hum 100 million times. Okay, so I had gone to attend this retreat because I wanted to chant this mantra 100 million times. And that time I knew that Singapore is his country. So I told him, I said, see, if you have to come, I'm going to your country. He was so alive in this cycle, I said, I want exact this form of yours. Not even 1% difference should be there. I said, in this form you come, I offer you 10 bottles of wine. Actually, when I went to Singapore, the kind of a statue I've got of him, you forget this statue. Exactly this form, but way more powerful, way more alive. So when I came back to India, these are connections.
Wow, beautiful. Looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Lot of red. We had a lovely time at this Chinese temple, very informative, and we were fortunate enough to meet Kung Chuk Yang Chen. You can Google her and read about her, and I insist that you should visit this temple. It's a divine experience, I would say. At least it was for me. Okay then, bye.
All of you enjoyed our visit to the Chinese temple. This Chinese temple is made in India, so please have a look at it and enjoy. And today you want to say?
Yeah. Subscribe to our channel, share and like the video, and let us make efforts to keep our cities clean. Bye. Have a good day.